You were never meant to harmonize with the mundane. Your presence shakes the foundations of unseen worlds. They sense the power within you, a force that disrupts their plans and challenges their control. That is why the storm has risen against you. But fear not, for your call is far greater than their plans. Take the first step to unleash this power by writing 777 in the comments. You are always a light to watch. Your existence is not a secret, but an echo of an infinite energy. Forces have always been around you, wanting to understand who you are, where you come from, and where you are going. However, their intentions hidden in the depths could not be hidden from the sharp gaze of a power. Those who built their plans step by step wanted to prevent your rise. But there was a truth they could not calculate: the universe's desire to protect you. Their every move, their every intrigue was scattered by an unseen hand. You were never alone. You were never left alone with your weaknesses or your fears of loneliness. Your destiny was written by an unknown force that surrounded you with an armor. Threats that grew in the shadows have shrunk under your light. Their plans were to weaken you, but on the contrary, they strengthened you. All their traps became lessons that molded you. Those who wanted to change your perceptions, those who surrounded you with illusions, were lost in the illusions that destroyed them. Your truth transcended their lies. The fog that surrounded you was dissipated by divine intervention. Those who wanted to threaten your success, power, and authenticity have unwittingly opened new paths for you. Your survival was not a fluke. It was the work of an invisible shield protecting you. Those who tried to draw you into the darkness could not stand against the light. Their calculated plans were tiny in the face of a gigantic meaning in your life. At every point where they wanted to prove your weakness, you proved your strength. This is not just a story of survival. This is the story of a star shining in the shadows. Everything that wanted to touch you encountered a barrier, and the source of that barrier was never human. You became undefinable, invincible, and unstoppable. Your existence transformed even those who tried to bring you down. That strange discomfort you felt about yourself, that feeling of distress that you could not explain, was not a coincidence. You were being targeted by an invisible threat that you felt deep down inside. This was not a delusion. This was an intervention. But this battle was much more complex than a physical collision. It was a challenge that touched the depths of your soul. A force that understood your existence had drawn a target on you. This force was moving to seize not only what you had, but everything you were designed to be. The darkness hidden behind the smiling faces around you began to spread from within. The threat came not from outside, but from the closest, the most familiar. Expressions that once seemed sincere were intended to mislead you with a mask of false concern. Their plan was not a simple game. They sought to render your victories meaningless by distorting your faith. But the jealousy that grew within them eroded them. Every attempt to outwit you turned into a door of opportunity for you. Their insidious actions became a chain shaped by their own mistakes, and in the end, the plans they thought they could stop you were turned upside down. In the process, one thing has not changed: the fact that you are under protection. An unseen force lifted the veil, revealing dark intentions. Every betrayal, every plot fell before the power of your light. No matter how close they came, their truth unraveled under their own weight. This was not just a story of survival, it was a story of transformation and purification. The masks around you fell one by one, the hands targeting you revealed themselves. Even their most complex plans instead of bringing you down, caused you to rise even higher. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now, share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. They can no longer act in secrecy. Their plans have been foiled by the power of your determination and divine protection. Drowning in their own lies, they were forced to face the clarity of your truth. No intrigue, no insidious plan means that this protective hand over you will stop carrying you. Every loss, every damage has become a stepping stone that carries you forward. Those who dared to fight you were crushed under the weight of their own creation. And you, as always, continue to stand tall. This story is a narrative of superiority, not weakness. Passing through a battlefield, you felt unseen hands hovering over you, like a silent threat, trying to render you powerless. Their purpose was clear: to unravel the fabric of your soul, to destroy your being and deprive you of your own light. But what they failed to realize was that you were not alone. There was a force protecting you, an intervention that rose above you like a shield, fending off all attacks. This protector was acting on a mission that was woven into the fabric of your destiny. It was silent but unshakable, a powerful barrier that stood between you and the evil that targeted you. This defense was no accident or coincidence. It was designed by a higher wisdom. No detail of malicious plans escaped the attention of this protector. Dangers were parried when you were not even aware of them. Threats that would have fallen upon you were destroyed before they reached you. Victories won in an unknown war have enabled you to walk unawares. This protection was not a random intervention, but an act of grace that preserved the sanctity of your purpose. The dangers looming on the horizon are no longer a shadow, but are growing like a distinct reality. The choice before you will bring the greatest test of your life. It is not merely a fork in the road, it is a reckoning that resonates in the depths of your soul. The answers will not be simple, and the paths will not be clear. But you must know that the power hidden within you is being molded for this moment. Dark forces will try to mislead your mind. Doubts will seem strong enough to cloud your reality. But your inner voice, like a silent compass, will guide you in the right direction. This conflict is not just an external challenge, it is a moment of inner realization. As the storm intensifies, your strength, shaped by faith and determination, will save you from the weight of darkness. When you stand at the crossroads, you will feel that your decision is not based on logic alone, but on a deep intuition. This moment that will transform your life is not just a choice, it is a rebirth that touches the very heart of your purpose. Although the weight of your decision is great, you will move forward unshaken by the guidance of the hand that guides you. The waves created around you will reverberate not only in your life, but in the lives of everyone around you. There is no need to fear the trials you face. This journey has been specially chosen for you. Take your steps firmly. Do not listen to misleading voices, and proceed by feeling the truth. This is a call for guidance, not only for your own victory, but also for those who walk the same path with you. It is no coincidence that you are where you are now. Every obstacle, every wound has existed not to weaken you, but but to strengthen you and make you even more resilient. Every struggle you experienced was like a fire that transformed you. This journey is not just an individual success story, it is the construction of a greater meaning. You serve a much deeper purpose that goes beyond earthly desires. The hurricanes you faced were no coincidence, but a process that prepared you for a higher leadership role. The betrayals, challenges, and deepening struggles you have experienced along the way were not simple setbacks. They were all tests that brought you to this moment. Each was an opportunity that sharpened your courage, clarified your vision, and rooted your faith. Now, you are at a turning point. It is time to use the power you have been given, not only for yourself, but also to light the way for others. The faith in your heart will give hope to others. The resilience and intuition within you will shine like a beacon for those seeking guidance in difficult times. Your purpose is not just an individual task. It has a widening sphere of influence. With God's guidance, you are rising as a leader who touches the lives of others. Your every step will inspire and pave the way as part of a greater plan. Now is the time to embrace this role and step fully into the task that awaits you. The support around you is deeply woven, not only in the physical world, but also in layers that cannot be seen. In God's unique wisdom, there is an invisible shield surrounding you. This shield is made up of protectors who act with an understanding that transcends the world. They are beings who observe your every step and silently guide you so that you do not go astray. Traces of their presence may have appeared frequently in your life, recurring images, ideas echoing in your mind, or an inexplicable feeling that suddenly appears. These are directions whispered to you by the universe. These signals are not just a chain of coincidences. They are signs placed to reinforce your commitment to your purpose. Your life is like a temple, every step of which is carefully crafted. Every stone, every pillar, every motif serves a purpose. Around this temple, divine architects work with invisible hands, protecting you and strengthening the foundation of your future. They are silent, invisible, but always there. These protectors are not mere spectators. They are celestial guides who watch and guide your every moment, your every decision, your every step. In this temple, every event that you call coincidence is actually the subtle touches of a great plan. The symbols you encounter in your life may sometimes seem like the flight of a bird or a sequence of numbers that catches your attention, but they are the silent messages of your guardians. These signs remind you that God is always watching over you and is always with you. They are signposts placed to mark important turning points on the roadmap of your life. These seemingly small messages are actually a reflection of divine guidance. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the transient concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this gesture will come back to you 100-fold in abundance. Your guardians not only accompany you, they are silent warriors who stand against the threats in the shadows, keeping you away from potential dangers. Their task is to clear the path ahead of you and guide you more safely to your goals. Their silent but effective intervention prevents obstacles from taking you off your path. This protection is not just physical security. They create a deep spiritual shield that protects your soul and your purpose. Nothing in your life is meaningless. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity for you to overcome. The presence of your guardians is working every moment to make this journey meaningful. They are your light in darkness and your guide in confusion. They are proof that God does not leave you alone and never forsakes you. These silent guides in your life are with you as part of God's plan to strengthen you, grow you, and lead you to your purpose. Sometimes difficulties may slow you down or even give you pause, but even in those moments, your protectors are working for you. In ways you sometimes don't realize, they fight silent battles on your behalf. They fend off every danger, dispel every shadow, and offer you the kind of security that only divine guidance can provide. These silent but unwavering presences in your life are there for you in every difficulty. The strength of your protectors reminds you that you are not alone. Sometimes this power manifests itself in the clarity of an inner voice, sometimes in an unexpected solution, sometimes in a helping hand that arrives just in time. Each intervention is another reminder of God's plan for you. Accepting His guidance not only enables you to walk this path with confidence, but also gives you the opportunity to be a guide to others. These divine guides are always on the alert to help you fulfill your calling. Their purpose is not only to protect you, but also to realize the divine plan together with you. They are there to make your every step more solid and every decision more wise. This constant presence of your guardians is a proof of God's love and will for you. These God-given protectors are there to shape your life's journey and help you to fully realize your purpose. Thanks to their intervention, every challenge you overcome in your life is a foundation stone for your future success. You have been chosen for a purpose, and this choice is not a journey you must walk alone. These protectors are with you to lighten your burdens, strengthen your spirit, and lead you to your unique purpose. Every encounter, every event, every message carries meaning. Be open to these signs to understand how God is guiding you and what kind of future He has prepared for you. This divine plan will not only lift you up, it will enable you to be a light that will inspire others to find their own path. Move on and accept this unique protection and guidance that your guardians have prepared for you. This is not just your story. It is part of a grand scenario that God has written to show His glory. Now, what has been hidden is about to be revealed. The truth will be revealed about someone who puts on a friendly mask but hides betrayal behind it. Warm in word, but insidious in deed, this person has used your trust for his. However, the light of the universe has begun to illuminate the darkness. Masks will fall, and hidden intentions will be revealed. This confrontation will take place with an openness that will astonish you. God will not let the truth go unnoticed. Even the roots of deception will come to light. It is like watching the sky clear after a storm. The raindrops have left deep marks in the soil, but the sky is now brighter, clearer. In the same way, after this situation in your life that casts dark shadows over you and tries to make you stumble, the truth will illuminate you again. Now you are at a crossroads to decide what you are going to do after these clouds that are closing over you. This is a moment of choice, to face the darkness head-on or to let divine justice complete its process. Neither path will be easy, for each will test your faith and patience. But know that God's light is already overcoming the darkness. Even while you are in the midst of this storm, God is in control. Unseen hands are already at work, and your enemy is about to be unmasked, along with everything they want to hide. This is the workings of God's justice. It is sure, unstoppable, and no darkness can stand in the way of the truth. This is not a moment of decline for you. On the contrary, it is a moment of ascension. You are walking towards a time when you will be free from all your doubts and your path will be illuminated. The machinations of those who work against you will only be crushed under their own efforts. This will allow you to grow stronger on the path of truth, and your light will spread more brightly. The delay of divine justice does not mean that nothing is forgotten. God's timing is always perfect. Imagine a lighthouse. Even on the darkest nights, no matter how fierce the storms, its light pierces the darkness and guides lost ships. Guidance like the light of this lighthouse is shining in your life right now. No matter how intense the darkness, God's guiding light will never go out. Whatever choice you are facing right now, know that you are not alone on this journey. The decision is yours to make, but you do not have to bear the burden of the consequences. Trusting in God's perfect plan for you makes more sense than trying to control everything in your own strength. When you accept the limitations of your own efforts, God's unlimited power begins to work in your life. No matter how fierce the storms, this light will keep you on the right path. Remember, God's guidance supports you in every decision. This is an opportunity to rise above the darkness and embrace the truth. God's light will continue to illuminate your path and strengthen you. Surrender, believe, and let this light guide you to safe harbors. Perhaps you will have to face it. Perhaps you will rely on the power of silence. But whichever path you choose, know that this process will only make you bigger, stronger, and wiser. Every challenge is a teacher, and this moment is a teaching for you. It calls you to rediscover your own strength and realize how powerful God's hand is over you. The person or situation that targets you is doomed only to self-destruction. The future God has planned for you cannot be shaken by such dark intentions. Your path is paved with the power of truth, and no darkness can destroy it. When the betrayer is unmasked, it is not only their error that will be revealed, but also the triumph of your faith. God's love and protection for you will become even more visible in the process. Now, in this moment, is the time to put fear aside and allow God's plan to carry you through. Trust in the workings of divine justice, for His way is always right and always on time. At every step of your path, every obstacle that is set against you will turn into an opportunity. This moment is a turning point of your empowerment and the triumph of truth. Keep your eyes on the road and move forward with courage towards the bright future God has prepared for you. You are approaching the turning point of your life, and the reality is slowly taking shape that you are not alone in this moment. God has carefully chosen souls who act in harmony with you to strengthen your path and bring you to the point you deserve. These individuals are more than mere coincidence. Their presence is planned to serve the bigger picture of your destiny. Each one of them will come into your life with the right answers when you need them, with information that fills in the areas you feel you lack, and with the strength to lighten the burdens you carry. Imagine a torch passed in the darkest night. Each flame added strengthens the fire, pushing back the shadows and lighting the way forward. These individuals are not mere companions on your journey. They are divine torchbearers, igniting paths you couldn't see before and guiding you toward a shared, higher purpose. Their arrival is no coincidence. It is a divine appointment meant to shift the trajectory of your life. These people aren't just friends or allies. They are aligned with your calling, sent to amplify your strengths and carry you beyond the barriers that once held you back. When you find yourself at the edge of what feels possible, their support will reveal doors that seemed forever locked. Together, their influence will act as a powerful catalyst, transforming your struggles into breakthroughs and elevating you to new heights. Their presence will make your vision sharper, your purpose clearer, and your steps stronger. They are here to ensure that what once felt impossible is now within your reach, propelling you into the destiny that was always meant for you. These individuals are equipped with the tools to help your own light shine. Acting under God's guidance, these allies are involved in your life not only to provide support, but to move you towards a greater vision. Their presence will bring courage, wisdom, and determination to help you overcome challenges that in the past seemed insurmountable. You will realize that you no longer have to walk alone. These new allies are not just people who share your path, but the embodiment of the divine will that touches your life and prepares you for the next step. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking on the Super Thank You button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. God knows that achieving great goals requires partnerships. That is why He sends you these people who share the same path with you, deepening your vision and increasing your strength. Their presence will remind you once again how special and meaningful your future is. This moment is not just a beginning. It is a moment of opportunity where you step into greatness with these special people who touch your life. These alliances are not just connections, but powerful stones shaping the future God has planned for you. All your life, you have fought to stay in control, trying to direct every detail in your own strength. But now the call is reaching you to let go of this burden, rather than carry it. This is not an act of loss or defeat. It is an act of trusting in the power that the universe has mobilized to carry you. The desire for control has weighed heavy on your shoulders and pulled you into difficulties that you cannot solve on your own alone. Yet every obstacle, every fall, was part of a divine design that deeply strengthened you and prepared you for a greater purpose. The apparent turmoil was actually a molding process to transform you into something much more than you are. Challenging processes were not a burden on your life, but a tool to reshape you. Fears, hesitations, and doubts hidden in the darkness were left behind during this journey. The purpose of these trials was not to destroy you, but to sharpen your faith, grow your determination, and unleash your inner strength. Now it is time to get rid of your burdens and step into the most important stage of your life. Every hesitation, every worry should slip away from you like a burden that does not belong to you. The real power lies in surrender, because surrender means accepting that your destiny is carried by a divine power. Every complex moment that has entered your life has been given meaning by unseen hands. Now, the time for resistance has passed. Instead of fighting against them, Become part of the flow. You don't need to find the answer to all the complexities, all the questions. Your every step is already being shaped by a divine plan. Move forward believing that this plan will take you exactly where you deserve to be. Don't let fear and uncertainty hold you back, because this journey is not limited to you. You are called to fulfill a divine purpose. Your life story will be a light to others. By sharing your challenges and triumphs, you can give hope and strength to those facing similar struggles. Your voice will be an echo that will enable others to find their own path. This moment is a turning point where not only you, but also the divine plan touches others. Put yourself out there and show how the divine power that your presence reflects can be transformative. Now is the time to walk in uniting your own power with God's will, not only for yourself, but for those who look to you and are inspired by your light.